I am loving this discourse over open bars at weddings because it's so fun to see the myriad little ways people are upsetting each other. Now, my hot take contribution is that it makes far more sense to have a dry wedding than a cash bar. Not having alcohol for whatever reason is totally valid compared to having an amenity that your guests have to pay for when you invited them to the event. If you're having a dry wedding and there's Diet Coke, I'm set. But if you are providing alcohol, I think culturally speaking, you should provide the food and drink as the host. And I know that's expensive, but that's why there's multiple ways to have an open bar. You can have free reign, you can have a set menu, or you can have unlimited wine and then they pay for cocktails. I think all of those are fine options. But I love how the conversation has devolved into, I think you should provide drinks for your guest. You're an alcoholic. The internet is just so nuanced. I just don't get why it's offensive to suggest that hosts should host. It would be tacky as shit if you charge them for their food, and there are ways to offer other amenities without having your guest reach into their wallet. And yeah, it can be expensive, but the wedding couple isn't the only one with expenses to attend the wedding. Yes, you're there for the couple, but it's also a party, otherwise everyone would just go to the courthouse. If you invite 300 people and it's $15 a cocktail, I'm just saying you could have made budget cuts. I'm gonna add to this actually and say that if you have a destination wedding and you want people to show up, you should be required to pay for their hotels at minimum too. And I know people are gonna say you shouldn't show up if the only reason you show up is for alcohol. Hard agree, but I'm gonna ask the question, how many weddings have you been to where you tangentially know the couple? I've met wedding couples at the wedding because they know my mom. Hand me a fucking gin and tonic.